Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Perspectives with Big Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
Now the Flash.
How you feeling, Black man?
Man, I'm good. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, the age-old question. Marriage.
Ooh,
Why do you want to get married?
Man, we were just talking about this. I just mentioned it. This nigga want to be this nigga.
It's my current life right now. It's not even something I want to hide or care to hide. It's my real life situation. It's the path of marriage. Do I want it? Can I achieve it?
If you can see it, I can dream it.
Yeah, like, is it worth it?
You believe you can fly? Hey.
Yeah, I don't know. I might need some of that Michael Jordan special water before, but it's just like, is it, and is it worth it from a standpoint of like every man who looks at it? It's like you can lose everything if you move wrong or you make a mistake or all this. Just the responsibility that it takes. I think people underestimate what it looks like to be a leader, especially of a household.
Okay.
I think women don't know what wives are. I think men don't know what husbands are or what they're supposed to be. I think we have an idea, but it's just like all of these things that I think all the time. Like, am I ready for it? Am I ready to step up to the plate?
Well, let me say this. Unfortunately, men do know what being a husband is. That's why guys are not jumping out to get married. Mm-hmm. Think about it. Guys are not rushing to get married. Not because they're going to lose. People say, like, Lil Duval said, why would I get married? It's like signing a bad contract, right? Mm-hmm. A contract that does not benefit you. So one of the things you just said was men don't really know. Men really do know. That's why a lot of men aren't rushing to do it. You really know what it takes. That's why you're kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to push that button. Mm-hmm. Because you know what's going to happen when you do it. The problem is we aren't teaching, the women don't know what it is to be. I ask women all the time, why do you want to get married? Mm-hmm. Why do you want a relationship? Why do you want the title? Mm-hmm. And people say, well, I want the reinsurance. I say, okay. So you want the dude to tell you that he's going to show up, but you don't respect the fact that he shows up. You feel what I'm saying? I want you to tell me that we gonna do all this cool shit, but you're actually doing the cool shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You rather me say the pretty words, because what happens is they're so used to words that when the action's on the line, they got shit to say. Mm-hmm. But when the action's on the lines and he don't say nothing, like when the girls say, "Oh, show me my ears broke." Mm-hmm. And when he shows you little stuff, you don't even know what it's supposed to look like. Mm-hmm. So when I ask women why they want to get married, they don't. It's everything. All they want to get married is for selfish reasons. I want somebody to come love me. I want somebody because I got my own house. I want somebody to help me take care of my home. Mm-hmm. Or I got kids. I want somebody to come in and help me because we're a package deal. Mm-hmm. I want somebody to come in and help me do what I'm doing. But not having you say so, I just need your extra to come in and help me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I need you to come in, not be my leader, but be my partner.
Mm-hmm. My equal.
To be my equal. But when everything goes right, it's because we did it. If everything goes wrong, it's because you did it.
Yeah, it's not shared responsibility.
It's not
and accountability.
But here's the problem, though. The responsibility does not supposed to be shared. And you know that. That's why you're not married. Because you know it's all on you. Then somebody going to say, well, it's really supposed to be on both of you all. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are a conglomerate. You guys are not partnership, but you guys are a group.
Yeah, y'all become one.
Well, y'all become one. Mm-hmm. That's why when people say 50-50, it's no such thing as 50-50. It's 100-100.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be a whole self, and they got to be a whole self. Mm-hmm. But the problem is a lot of people are wishing to get married. Women are wishing to get married because they want somebody to complete them, to complete their to-do list. Men want to get married, and when men get married, we know that as our job, because we want a family. We want a family. We want something to belong to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them get married because they want you to compliment them.
Yeah.
So when I ask women, why do you want to get married? If a woman don't say to compliment him, to Tarver, if a woman trying to be with me, she got to ask herself the question: how can I build the Tarver brand to better than what it is?
How can I add?
How can I add? How can I help build? What I see him working, and that's the problem. A lot of times you be working, and they like the fact that you're working, but they come in and they say stuff like this: "You work too much. We should start having. I'm trying to come in your life to make you have fun. I'm trying
enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, trying to enjoy the future of labor. That means spend some money.
Yeah, it always needs.
You know what I'm saying? It's never like, okay, I want to come in and help you be the great. I want to come in and add to your greatness, for you can lead us to better situations. Not tell you what to do. Because you know, a lot of times they say lead, and because I'm trying to tell him how to get a bag. You don't know how to get no damn bag. Most women do not know how to go get a bag because most of their bags are based on their looks.
Yeah.
They get in the door based on their looks. That's not something that you can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They try to leverage it. That's why a virgin woman costs more than a virgin man. But a woman will tell you who's not a virgin, they want a man who's damn near like a virgin. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, and going on this topic. So, all weekend I've been getting my ass chewed out, right?
Oh, damn. Okay.
So, in the argument, the discussion, there came a point in where she was talking about the expectations, a wife, or all of that stuff, right? Now, to me, I said, of course, I want my wife to be better than me. I want my wife to be as close to perfect as possible. And her retort was, so you shouldn't be close to perfect? And I was like, no, I don't. I mean, I'm striving for it for sure. However, I want my wife to be better than me in every aspect.
Why?
Because I want her to inspire me to be a better person in this aspect. Now, I'm not saying in the fact that like, oh, she's like motivated. Oh, like you should do. No. I'm just saying in her actions, the way she carries herself, I want her to be a better version of me always. Because of course, she'll slip, I'll slip, we'll make mistakes. I'm not saying that she can't make mistakes. But what I'm saying is when you look at her, this is the closest to pure thing that I could get anywhere. It ain't no baking soda slice in this cocaine that is as pure as it can be. That's what I want.
Okay, for one, I hate to tell you, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. That ain't realistic. And the reason why is because you're trying to put something on her that she would never be. Perfection is not the key. It's persistence and precision. So that's it. When you looking at a woman and because God says, the Bible says, a man finds a wife. When you're looking at her, she's not a wife when you marry her. She's a wife when you find her. You can't make her a wife. You can't build her to be the kind of wife you want. You can't build to bear her.
Yeah, it got to be in her.
No, she got to be it. Because if tomorrow y'all get married tomorrow, and she never changes, you have to accept the fact that this is it. You can't go you can go put some new titties on her. You gonna put a new butt on her, but it's still the same person. You know what I'm saying? And mentally and emotionally, that's why a lot of guys fail. You can't. I was with my auntie Monday, Auntie Sally, and we talking about old songs. She loved Bob Womack, me too. I love Bob Womack, and we were singing the song. So what you were saying is kind of like the song. No matter how high I get, I'll still be looking up to you. Mm-hmm. You can't put that in, you can't put that on her like this. You got to be the best man that you be. So your kids see you constantly working on being better. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And she has to be the best person that she can be to your point, to help you be the best man you can be, but not help you as far as look up, make life easier for you. Mm-hmm. She's supposed to make your home life a little easier for you. Mm-hmm. If you working 80 hours a week and you got to come home and also cook and clean, that's an issue. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you can't put that, because the problem is, if they put that same thing on you and say you gotta be perfect, if I can look up to you, and if you do right.
Yeah, they already do that.
I mean, I'm just saying in general, but that's wrong. And if you do right, I'll be right. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. That's the contingency plan that I say this love thing is on. Mm-hmm. Everybody's on a contingency plan.
Yeah.
If you do this, I do this.
Yeah. It's
but
all conditional and stuff.
It all got conditions, terms and conditions. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, like I've been telling you this for years, you're gonna run into this. Not because you are a bad guy. You're gonna run into this because the ideal of it is it's like a lot of guys. It's a lot of guys go through this. I'm this, so if you see me working, you should be working too. Now you gotta get the person who already working, but her working is to benefit her and for it to be an asset to you, not for you to put her in a position to work to benefit you. I'm trying to make you work for me, and you work for me, then they come over here. They don't work that way. Some people can get it off, but most of the time you get it off when you marry somebody early or you marry somebody late who's desperate to be somebody's wife. But also when they're doing that, they just doing that shit now. They just doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want it because you don't trust it. Because if I ever fall off, she ain't gonna be solid, if it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Part of me feels like a lot of the problems we be having is because we don't have standards and expectations for a wife. A lot of people who get married. Mm-hmm. So I think that's where that thing comes from, of just like, I've always set this standard of for my wife. You know what I'm saying? For that position.
Man, hey, it's never wrong having standards.
And I don't know. Do you think people don't take do people not take marriage serious?
No.
Or do they not? Like, where do you think the pitfall comes? Because I see a lot of times it's like people will get into a marriage and they'll be like, I didn't know it was going to be like this.
You know why?
Or
the reason why is because the reason why people think that way, because people don't realize marriage is about duty and responsibility in business. It's not about love. Mm-hmm. It's not about love. You're supposed to love who you with. Just like, remember on Come to America when the king was like, I didn't love your mom when I first met her. Over the years, that's what we've grown to love each other. Mm-hmm. And what happens is now this utopia ideal of being in love.
Man, love is a feeling that come and go, man.
It's a temporary emotion.
Yeah.
And the problem is then, so I can just say for myself, I didn't understand what my place was because I was so trying to be in love. Mm-hmm. Not in love. I was so trying to be in love. Mm-hmm. I was trying to be this person. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And trying to be this person goes back to the age old tale. The same thing. A man will forego his happiness for his family. But a woman will forego her family for her happiness. Mm-hmm. Because women are chasing the happiness. And the problem with a lot of us is because we grew up around single mothers, we're chasing the happiness. And it's nothing wrong with having a standard for a wife, but you have to see a woman working in her purpose. Then that's when you find a wife. The problem with a lot of us, we see a woman, then we want her to work in our purpose.
Do you think a man can give a woman purpose?
No. Her purpose is supposed to be him, but she's supposed to be working in her. If she was never taught by her mother, her father, how to be an asset to you, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Everything she's done after she left her home at 18 has been on survival.
Yeah.
So it's been purpose. Her purpose is for her to eat. You know what I'm saying? Her purpose is for her not to sleep in her car. Mm-hmm. Her purpose is for her not to. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she ain't doing nothing special for you. She's doing it for anybody who gonna feed her back. It's like a loyal puppy. But when you raise this puppy from, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or you get this puppy when it was down and out, it's just.
And I hear you. I agree with you. I wish that was the reality, that people were raised right like that.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's a lot of women who are raised like that. The problem with the average guy is they want the girl to be a nigga be working. He want her to be in place when he get done. It can't be like that.
What you mean? Like break down the in place?
Okay.
What you mean?
Like this. And this is what women be saying about guys about being wifely duties. Mm-hmm. Y'all get a girlfriend, not you, but get a girlfriend, move her in, and she's supposed to just be your wife. Mm-hmm. And you gonna see if you gonna marry her or not. That's why they have a hard time. That's why they be complaining about it. Why they complain. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's why my suggestion is always see her in her element. Mm-hmm. See how she move in her house. Is it similar to how you move in your house? You know what I'm saying? I want to see how she operate in her house. Mm-hmm. I want to see how she take care of her business. Cause she can't take care of her business right. Why would I think she gonna take care of my business?
Okay. So to that, then that's when I think choosing a partner is wise, because let's say if she don't take care of her business right, necessarily, is that a thing where you have to know that you need to be the one taking care of the business?
No, that's too much. That's too much on you.
It's always gonna be too much on us. There ain't never a world in which it's not.
That's not true. Having a partner, not having a partner, better yet, CEO, COO. Mm-hmm. Being able to delegate, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That person already got to be competent to already do that. Mm-hmm. You can't make them competent. You can't get them, brush them off, and put a chip in them and tell them to be about your business. And you say, I'm doing it. I'm show you how. It don't work that way for a lot of them. That's why a lot of guys end up messed up. Because y'all think we think that because I got the money and I put the money behind her, she gonna do right by me. Do you really? It never happened. That's why child support is invented. Because the moment she unhappy, she gonna go down there, put you on papers.
She gonna get it a different way.
She gonna get it. She gonna get it too. Megan told y'all, I'm in my bag now. I'm in his too. They think like that for real. That's why you got to get somebody who got their own path. Like this, perfect example. When y'all are 20 years old and y'all are meeting each other, y'all marry each other and y'all build it. But after that, now you get into them 30s. Y'all both got 10 years of bad habits. Mm-hmm. But you still the man. You still the leader. You got to worry about her body count. You got to worry about who she had kids with. You have to worry about these things, especially if you don't have kids and you don't have a big body count and you got a house and you got to worry about this stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us be like, well, because she a hoe because I'm a hoe too, and we just hoes. We just can't like we always be trying to make it sound good because we want to fit our narrative. Mm-hmm. That's why all these marriages are getting. Why all these people getting divorced? Because they want everybody to their narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want everybody to fit the narrative.
Yeah.
So you know what it take to be someone's husband.
What do you think is the biggest difference between being somebody's husband versus somebody's boyfriend?
Well, actually,
or some of the differences.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the difference between being a husband and being a boyfriend,
or a wife and a girlfriend. We can whichever you want.
Okay, being a husband is husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend ain't even on the same. They not even on the same atmosphere.
I agree
because one is God is in one of them, mm-hmm. and the other one is because this is what I just feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people gonna say, well, because you feel like, because you can't, if you don't got God in the beginning of being boyfriend and girlfriend, you're gonna have to be the husband. That's like being an intern and being the boss. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's like working the 90 days and getting a full day, a 10-day contract and getting a multi-million-dollar contract. It ain't the same thing. You doing the same things, and being a husband is something that I chose to. This is what I choose to do. Mm-hmm. I got in front of you and God and told God that I'm gonna provide, protect, and have a covenant with you. Boyfriend, girlfriend is this is what you just feel like doing. I mean, and lack for better words. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that, okay, because he your boyfriend or you your girlfriend, like, you know, you treat the person like chopped liver, but at the end of the day, you wake up tomorrow morning, just go home.
Yeah. Do you think we put too much emphasis on boyfriend, girlfriend? Like we give boyfriend, girlfriend too much power?
Well, yes. Yep. Boyfriends and girlfriends give each other. That's why the marriages don't work. Cause y'all been in the fake marriage for goddamn 6 years. Mm-hmm. Y'all live together, you got kids together, but you don't want to actually go down there and get married. You actually don't want to give her your last name.
Do everything
like this. And I be looking at niggas like this. I said, so you stay with her 6 years?
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to marry her. I don't see it yet. So why she stay there? Mm-hmm. Well, oh man, you know, it's just easier. Easier for what?
Why you give her your seed? Why you do it? Yeah.
Why you? Yeah. Easy for what? Why is it easy for her to stay there?
Yeah.
Cause you want a warm body in your bed. You just want somebody there. You doing the same thing she doing.
Yeah. You ain't
See,
no better. Yeah.
And a lot of times I get in conversation all the time with women. Why, girlfriend? You? I say because if I say, well, I'm not looking to get remarried. I've been married already. Mm-hmm. I enjoy me. And it's so crazy. My brother-in-law asked me this 2 weeks ago. I was cutting his hair. He said, big bro, let me ask you a question. Would you ever get married again? I said, hell no. He said, it's crazy. He said, I asked my dad the same thing. My dad said, hell no. He said, every time I ask an older guy mm-hmm. the same thing, they all say, hell no. Who been married before? Mm-hmm. Like, hell no.
Damn, I got to call my dad and ask him that.
Yeah, ask him.
I got to call. Damn, I want to call him right now, actually.
Call him.
I just want to see, because I'm actually just very curious on what he would say. Because it's just like he is he's that older man.
He been married twice.
Yeah, then did it twice. He like over it. Let's see.
Hi.
Dang, Pops didn't let me down. He didn't let me down again. No, just kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him that, because I'm really.
And the thing is, it's not because we don't want the stress of it anymore. Not saying we don't want love. Not saying we don't want companionship. But we like the fact that we have our own house.
Okay. Do you think they say no because they chose wrong?
No.
Or do you think it's just the position in general?
It's like this.
Okay.
Because we understand what goes into it. Mm-hmm. Now, like, do we like you? Yeah. Do we want to spend time with you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do we like you to come over? Yeah. Do we like you to go home? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do I like my own house the way I like my own house? Yeah. Do I like to go over your house, spend time with you, and go home? Yeah. We like that. We like the space.
Yeah.
We like the. It ain't about the obligation, but we like the obligation. We like not the obligation, not the fact that you're not worth it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women like the wordplay. Because now you say you're gonna be my man, And then if you don't do the stuff you want me to do, I mean, if you don't do what you said you're gonna do, now you the liar. Now it's pressure. It's pressure on you to do what you said you're gonna do. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. See, all those titles is all about the pressure. It's pressure. Women pressure relationships because they want to put pressure on you. Because if you say you're gonna take the trash out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm just using the analogy, and you don't take the trash out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you got excuses about why you don't take the trash out. But you said you're gonna take the trash out. Now you're not a man in your word. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And now it sets up disappointment. Mm-hmm. And even though they don't want to be disappointed, but the disappointment shows them that, hey, I told you can't trust guys. Because they're not going to do what they said they're going to do. Then the thing now is, oh, he want to have sex with me and he don't want to be my man. Well, you're having sex with him too. Mm-hmm. So are you having sex with him because you want him to, because you enjoy sex with him? Or are you having sex with him because you want him to be your man?
Mm-hmm. Because you want something.
Because you want something. Or is he doing it because he enjoys sex with you? Or is he doing what he's supposed to do because he's trying to get you to have sex? Hypothetically, when it comes to sex and stuff, that's no swap, no swindle.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Shake hands. Pussy, dick. That's it. Only time it holds more weight is when you're younger.
And why you say that? Why you think that
because a 20-year-old virgin who's pure, who's never been touched, you can imprint on her and no one else has ever imprinted on her. Mm-hmm. Now, a 40-year-old virgin, you'd be like, man, something's wrong. Something is clearly wrong.
Yeah, I get the fuck away.
You know what I'm saying? Something is wrong. Not because you haven't found a guy, you haven't found no man that you want to imprint on you, or ain't no man ever wanted to imprint on you.
But then I guess they would say, there's been guys that wanted to imprint on them, but they didn't want the guys to imprint on them.
Thank you. So, so like I said, when I talk to a lot of older guys, now they never get married again. And when women hear that, they be like, oh, I'm not worth it because you did it already. Mm-hmm. I ain't no Mr. Willie want to get married. He done died. He died 83. He done had his first wife at 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70. Because I done been to funerals and be like, Mr. Willie been married 5 times. Mm-hmm. And your mind, you be like this. Why? I done been, look.
That's a lie.
Personally, my grandma was married 3 times. Mm-hmm. She died at 79. I'm saying like this. She outlived all her husband. Yeah. All of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought about this. But I get where you're at because you about to be 35, man. I'm ready.
Yeah.
But you can't make a wife. You can make her when you marry her, you make her your wife. Uh-huh. But you can't make her be you can't.
So you don't think you can train a wife?
You cannot train somebody to be who they are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you're marrying them for who they are, not for who you want them to be. You can't keep trying to make her be somebody that she's not gonna be.
I do agree with that. I'm not, and by no means y'all am I saying like.
I'm just saying you can't make her be something.
Yeah.
Like this, and you can't love her through it. Cause you ever notice when you hear women talk, women say stuff like, "I want a man come to me safe, protected, and healed,
whole and healed,
but I want him. I want to be safe with him. I'm not healed yet, but I want him to be healed because once I get with him, he get with me, both of us can't be broken. Only one of us can be broken. It's gonna be me because I need him to build me through this. Because he's the provider and protector, and he's the leader. I need him to build me. And if I don't work out fine, guess whose fault it is?
He is.
That's the thing about the accountability.
Okay, so this is why I think it's very important for us to understand, and I think men understand more what a husband is than what women understand a wife is. But I think we need to hold and raise our standards more for wives because of all of that it takes. Yeah.
So get what though? So you spot on. You're spot on. What you just said it. You said it 20 minutes ago, and I agree with you 20 minutes ago. The problem with us is our standards are so low because when you look at statistics, you got kids 18 to 30 don't have sex one time. Who don't want intimacy? You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, then you just take like the thing we were talking about, the dude at the courthouse getting divorced. And you saw he showed you videos.
Yeah, when you seen the other video,
but it's so crazy, right? Risa Tisa got paid off of that. He ain't getting paid off of that. He getting humiliated. Man up. Man up. You a man. You supposed to know you supposed to be. Get what though? When you ain't never had no loving and somebody give you a piece of loving.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be loved by somebody. But women get their love and they get their value at 13 years old. Men don't get their value until they become something.
They got to work for their value.
And the thing is, he may not never become anything. Or he may not be. He may be the best at something, but he may not be. You know what I'm saying? And men are okay with that. Men understand that. Men can look at another guy and say, he's no better than me, but his position is a different position, and I respect his position. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you work for the position.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a hater.
Yeah.
But when we talk, I'm not talking about the haters.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about the suckers. I ain't talking about the fuck boys. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because when you said it about when you get just a little piece, like a lot of us ain't never had nothing. So I think that's super important too, because man, it'd be like when you get your first little piece of money, you fuck off the money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never had no money.
You hold on to it. It's either or.
Yeah.
Oh, because just like perfect example.
Yeah, it's like one of the two extremes.
Yeah, like perfect example. I never had a live-in girlfriend. I've been married. I mean, I live with my wife, of course. But outside that, I've never had a live-in girlfriend. About to be 44 years old. So from 18 to 44, I only lived with a woman for 5-6 years, maybe. 5 years, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So most of my life, we're talking about almost 25 years. So for 20 years, basically, I've lived alone. And for 3 years out of that, I had a roommate. So for roughly 18 years, I've lived and operated alone. So having somebody in my bed every night, I'm not used to a woman in my bed every night. I'm not used to, you know what I'm saying, intercourse every night. I mean, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not used to waking up next to somebody. That's somebody's side of the bed every night.
So do you think the fact that you are not used to that, does it hinder you from those things, like those?
Nah, because I was never raised to have the live-in girlfriends. That just wasn't my thing. My mama didn't have no live-in boyfriend like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't grew up like that.
It wasn't what you saw.
I ain't grew up with, you know what I'm saying, niggas staying over here. You know what I'm saying? Being fake daddy and stuff. I never did that. And plus, I always have this saying, I never want to be the person trying to trick no woman. Know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to trick you out of shit. I don't want you to come over here and then cause next thing you know, they move in. Shit, a year or two later, they're gonna be like, what we doing? Because I'm playing wife. So, I don't call them $100 go get that certificate.
Can we just address something real quick? I hear this in the girlfriend argument a lot. You're getting wife treatment. And they classify this by them cooking and like doing these minute little things. I don't classify that as wife treatment. I don't see any girl that cooks for her man. I don't see that as like, oh, she's doing wifely things. To me, wifely things is like duty and responsibility to the operation of the household, meaning like whether it's you manage the finances, whether you take care of, let's say you the one who take care of the insurance, the doctor's appointments, the this, the that, the what else do you do? The way, of course, a lot of it is in the way you treat me, the way we treat each other, all of that stuff. But I just see the argument of like, oh, you're getting all these wifely duties from like, we have sex every night, we cook.
Well, hypothetically,
I don't consider that like wifely duties.
But hypothetically that's just like being married. If you're better at the finances than she is, you can't say that's a husband dude. I mean, that's the part of the package deal that you bring to the table.
Yeah.
Now, if you move somebody in, the package deal of them cooking every damn day, you know what I'm saying? Y'all live together. That is a wifely duty, unfortunately. Now, if she lived by herself and was bringing food over twice a week, you know what I'm saying? That's not a wifely duty. She just, you know what I'm saying, bringing the food over. I mean, she's showing you that she loves you and she wants to feed you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that is wifely. I'm just saying that it's not like, that's not all it is.
I mean, that's not all it is, but that's a big, that's a chunk, because if you got a stay-at-home wife, she's going to cook.
We would hope.
I mean, I'm just hypothetically speaking. You know what I'm saying? She can't pay for nothing. She don't work.
I agree.
Now you both work, you both cook, you both put money in the pot, but it's both people ain't got to sit down together and pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's in one account, all you gotta do is write a check and keep going.
Yeah, keep moving.
I mean, it's hard to pay the. People always talk about how hard it is to pay bills and keep up with bills. No, it ain't. You know, you got to pay them every month. The hard part about it is when you don't have the money for it. That's the hard. That's the
You
know what I'm saying? That's the of it. You know what I mean? So that is a wifely duty. But I tell guys, if you're not ready to be nobody's husband, for real, don't be talking about, I want to be your boyfriend, and don't be moving them in. Don't do it. Because what's going to happen is they're going to have expectation. And you took them.
I be having the expectations back though.
Was that what?
I be having the expectations back. You know what I'm saying? Like I be like, I'm cool. Like, have your expectations. Like,
but you got something back. But here's the thing though. But here's the thing. When you moved her in, you want her to cook. So the reason why she gets shelter, room and board, is because she fried chicken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the exchange of goods.
Yeah.
The problem is you can't be like, I'm gonna give you room and board. You're gonna fry chicken, and you're gonna do this. You know, you can't do that, because now you set the expectation of her. But she like, okay, even though I'm getting somewhere to getting some food and some. It ain't free because I'm working for it too, and it's like I'm getting all of this stuff, but you just gonna use up my good years and good time laying in your bed.
Yeah.
But the argument of it is here, you wouldn't be here if you had another option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a double-edged sword. But that's why I tell guys, don't move them in. Don't be that boyfriend and girl. Don't do all that bullshit if you ain't ready for that. If you ain't ready for that, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do her like that.
Yeah.
Cause ain't no nigga crying cause a girl come in his house and bring food, suck and fuck, and she said, I don't want to be your wife. He's not gonna cry. He's gonna be like this. Cool. He likes it because guess what though?
Yeah.
She get what she want, I get what I want. We cool. Everything we doing is no swap, no swindle. You know what I'm saying? But once you start doing that,
Yeah.
what?
You know what I think is a big difference between girls, guys, men, whatever, women. When we put expectations on a person, I believe that men are more forgiving when the expectations aren't met, as opposed to women.
Yeah, but okay. So let me ask you a question: what expectation do you think a woman is a woman does not forgive?
What expectation do I feel like a woman is non-forgiving in? I feel like all of them. I feel like any. I can't name a particular one of like this, but let's just say if woman expects, let's just go with the basics. A woman expects me to provide and protect. The minute you don't do any of those things to her liking, it's more of a problem. It's more of a scrutinized thing. It's more of a I'm on your ass, as opposed to how a man will handle a situation when a woman lets them down in another department or whatever it may be. So like if I'm expecting her to, I'm trying to give like an example that like everybody just gonna like be like, yeah. That a woman could do. Okay. Let's say if she don't pick up after herself, right?
Okay. Well.
So a man is more. I believe that we are more forgiving and able to work with a person on their faults as opposed to the opposite.
I mean, you're right. You're a little right but men. This is how most men operate. Like me and you was talking. If your wife don't cook often, or your wife is not a cook, you can't marry her and be mad because she don't cook. Now it'd be dope if she go get a cookbook and she, you know what I'm saying, she in the kitchen learn how to cook. That'd be dope. You know what I mean? But if she don't, you gotta understand something. You married her like that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't be mad. Yeah, you can't be mad about that.
You can't be mad about it.
You should have known what you was getting. Yeah.
Now, if your girl don't pick up behind herself, just like if a guy don't pick up behind himself, because a lot of guys just drop their shirt in the middle of the floor and be like, "I'm paying for the house.
Yeah,
you should pick it up." That's not right. That's
stupid. I don't believe that either.
You know what I mean? It's like if you're a man and you walk past your kitchen and you got dishes in the sink, even though you're mad that it shouldn't be no dishes in the sink if the other person has been home all day. You know what I'm saying?
Keyword: if the person has been home all day, that's before y'all get to arguing, y'all just think that we calm down.
But most men just wash the dishes.
Yeah.
And because we grew up with our moms and we grew up like with nobody else that we had to wash dishes and fold clothes. I don't expect a woman to fold my clothes and wash my clothes. I've never asked a woman to do that.
Yeah, that's not like a requirement for me.
I've never asked a woman to clean my house. I've had some who want to, and I'd be like this. No, I really don't want you to. And they'd be like, "Oh well, I can help out a little more." No, I don't want you. I don't want you to touch anything because I like.
Yeah, you don't like that. You don't prefer.
I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want you to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Just like a woman be like, "I'm not a gourmet chef, but you should know how to clean the gutters." I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But men understand that, hey, if I'm going to take on a wife, these are things going to happen around the house that I got to know how to do it, or I got to pay somebody to do it. And to your point, women be like, shit, somebody got to figure it out. It ain't going to be me. But so that's why I'm saying you got to get you a woman who does that for herself and who understand when she be with you, she bringing that to the table with you. Not getting with you for she don't have to do it anymore. That's it.
And I don't know if this is. I think this is possible to find in a woman. It's a harder find, but I think my overall thing, what I want in a wife, is someone who's going to get in there every day with me, and no matter the feeling of whenever the feelings fade, whenever the love is done, like whatever feeling comes and washes over them, they still to the core are with the responsibility of this household.
Yeah.
And dedicated to that responsibility, not like, this don't work for me no more.
But she's dedicated. But so why you gotta get a woman who's dedicated to you? Mm-hmm. But also, and in that case, you have to get a woman who has already, because you're in your 30s, who understands herself, who did the work for herself, and now she can come to you at your negotiation table when you being ready to hire her to be your wife. Because she's not applying for, she's not looking at you if she don't see you as a husband, like you the job. If you ain't gonna pay her enough, she's not gonna come work there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be what you need to be. Mm-hmm. So when you sitting across from her, she got to be something that you can work with.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? She got to have a little application. Got to have got some little stuff on it. Mm-hmm. Not nobody because she fine and I cook. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Not no friend dresser. You don't need no nanny. Just saying.
And to anybody that's in that, it's funny because it's a lot of my friends. We in this circle of like everybody getting engaged. It's that them talks, and it's getting real. Like the water's getting murky around this motherfucker.
What I call y'all? I call y'all the move in crew.
But we the give you a key generation. We
give the key.
It's turn from latch key to give you a key. Like it go to security codes and everything for sure. I to anybody that is in this position where you are like on the fence, you're about to decide whether or not you're going back to the streets, whether or not you want to commit your life, I do seriously challenge you to make sure, double check and be self-aware of what you need for that step. It's a giant step. I don't want to say it in like it's just tremendous thing that you have to be like.
It's a giant step. Like there's no way around it.
It's a giant step.
3 things: where you work at, who you worship, and who you marry are the biggest things. And where you work at, your career, where you go to school, how you trying to build your livelihood, what God you gonna serve, and who you marry. Then them 3 biggest things that a man should be very, very careful for. And the last one is who you have kids with. Who you have kids with should be number 1, but they all interchangeable. Because married and who you have kids with should be the same. Should be go 1 of 1. But a lot of us had kids, stop being married.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That don't work well. Anyway, but those 3 things matters the most. It matters. And that's why men have to be where they're supposed to be able to see. You can't just be thirsty for a woman. Because when you are not thirsty for a woman, you're able to take your time. When you're able to sleep alone, you're able to sleep in your bed alone for a few months. It's okay. A lot of guys can't do that because they gotta have something next to them. Ooh, they gotta have something next to them. I told you when they walk across that bed, go to the bathroom, they naked, and their body be banging.
Get you every time.
You see that thing, you see a silhouette.
It gets you every time. So, and this is the last clip this is a clip that I just want to. Coming from a man, LeBron James. So, and he was kind of talking about what it takes to be great, but I'm curious to hear, after you hear the clip, curious to hear your take on this for somebody about to get into a marriage but wanting to be great and how it falls in. So play this real quick. I thought it was just an interesting little.
You have to have the ability when it comes to discipline, it's like you have to sacrifice loved ones. You have to sacrifice loved ones for a long period of time if you want to be great. It is very unfortunate, and you feel it at times. You know the saying: if it's too hot, get the hell out of the kitchen. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to get out of the kitchen because it gets hot. But you have to have a discipline to sometimes you have to sacrifice loved ones in order to be great because they don't understand. And that's okay. They don't understand what it means to, like, I am getting up every single day at 5 or 6 a.m. And when I get home after everyone leaves the gym, I'm going to take a nap. So now you're sacrificing your loved ones because you're not spending time with them. And when I wake up, I'm probably going to train again. And then I'm going to have dinner. And then I'm going to bed. And I'm going to do that every single day for a long period of time. That's sacrificing and discipline. You know, and for me, I was 18 when I came into the league. So I got my best friends from high school that's now in college. I got one that's at Ohio State. I got two that's at the University of Akron. I have another one that's at a school in West Virginia, Fairmount State. And they're calling me, telling me, hey, bro, you gotta come down to these parties. You're not going to college. You're never going to be in college. And I couldn't do it. I look back on it now. I wish I would have done a few of them. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I wish I did. But then the third thing, JJ asked, do you really love the game?
The rest of it, he's talking about basketball. But I just say that, so what do you think to the person who is facing that obstacle of, like, wanting to be great, but also the whole principle of, like, sacrificing loved ones? Do you recommend them not?
Okay.
Or just how you feel about it? Whatever.
Okay. No. Okay. Well, LeBron James, I'm just using him as a great example. He got with Shawty and had a family very early. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't go to every recital, can't go to everything. Mm-hmm. He can't be husband of the year because he's trying to be player of the year because that's his profession. So he had to pour. Like Shannon Sharp said, I never got married. You know what I'm saying? And, he never got married because I wanted to be the best. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys who are the best of the best are terrible husbands. Mm-hmm. Because they're not home to be a husband. Mm-hmm. And when they are home, they're focused.
On being the best.
On being the best. Jordan, same thing. Mm-hmm. Tom Brady, wife left his ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, LeBron, as you hear now, now at his career's winding down, he's thinking about the sacrifice. Mm-hmm. Shannon Sharp he was the best. Mm-hmm. Like, people don't realize he was the best.
Yeah.
He was the best. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like a person like a Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter got married at the end of it, like towards the end of his career. Mm-hmm. So that works for guys who get married at the end of their career. But when you're chasing that greatness, like most people who are great, they've been married at least 2 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the one person who been married 1 time, but that mean they was with that person at 18. They didn't meet that person in the business. Mm-hmm. You know. So I encourage somebody, if you ready to be great, if you really, really focus on being that person gonna have to understand. And if they ain't gonna understand, and you know you can't put that time and work in, you better drop them off at the next stop. And it's not a knock towards them. Mm-hmm. You better drop them off at the next stop. You better drop them off. Because what's going to happen is you're going to be at work thinking about, I should be home. I should be home. When you're trying to be great, your focus has to be what you're trying to be great at. Because when you're great, it's not for self-gratification. It's for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Just like that. Words and perspectives from Big Bro. We invite you to come. We invite you to come. Come on, get this enlightenment. Come on. And again, I know any women that watch this, I know y'all think that this is us hating on women. This ain't even that. It's us stating the realities but preparing the men. Just being truthful with men. This is a men podcast for men, made by men, about men. Like that's just
about
it.
80% of men.
Yeah, like so. I don't want y'all to ever like get this construed or think this is like, oh, they hate who they mom died. Yeah, shut that shit up, because it ain't none of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Join this conversation and add to it. Anybody that's going through this personally, everybody around you getting married, you got the pressure on, whatever your case may be.
First of all,
this episode is for you. Send this to your partners, your players.
I know these so-called players. I'm being real and saying what's on my heart.
Hey, so yeah, this is a good conversation, because this is my current reality. So it's a very interesting thing of like, whew, it's a lot riding on this.
And I told him.
It's a lot riding on this.
And I told him.
So hey man, on that note, I'm Comedian Lonnie.
On the Flash. And we out.
Peace.